So now, here we go again. Joe is on the campaign trail, trying to woo the people, encourage them to come out and vote, as he's being harassed by crowds of people trying to get his autograph and take pictures with him. He could barely withstand it. I can see all the people in the background trying to, or are those cars? Those are just vehicles. Okay. All right. So, well, he's out here now, about to tell us an inspiring story, y'all, to motivate us to go to the polls. What's going on, America? Welcome to Kevin's Corner, where I try to make some sense out of nonsense. Before we get into this video, I need y'all to do me a favor. Hit that like button, share my videos. Please make sure you subscribe. Make sure your notification buttons are turned on to all. Subscribe to my alternative channel, just in case YouTube give me the slip or something. You'll know how to find me. Don't forget to check me out with all the podcasts and follow me on Rumble and the Jungle. All the links are listed below. If you want to donate to my channel, feel free. Those links are below as well. Now, with no further ado,
welcome to my party. We're just getting started.
He was shot down. He was an Army Air Corps.
Somebody was shot
before
down?
there was an Air Force. He got shot down in an area where there were a lot of cannibals.
Cannibals? Wait a minute, this story's getting out of control. Getting out of control. So let me understand now, because once again, guys, when you're listening to a Democrat, you'll walk away with nothing. You'll walk away with fragments and not even be able to recall what it was about. So now he's talking about his uncle who was shot down, I guess, during the war, and now cannibals. So let's go ahead and run this out, play it out. Hey, Kev, yo, man, was you checking out the news the other day? What was Joe Biden talking about? Man, dude, it was, let me think. All right, there was some cannibals, maybe some pygmies, maybe, I don't know. There was an airplane. Somebody died in the airplane, and the cannibals ate the airplane. No, wait. The cannibals ate the dead bodies? You know what? Something about some cannibals and an airplane. That's it. Joe was in an airplane and got shot down and swam all the way to shore while the rest of them got eaten by cannibals. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Well, what was the moral of it? You know what? Cannibals eat airplanes. That's what you got to come to. I mean, you don't even know. So let's go ahead and see what the heck this cannibal story got to do with anything.
They never recovered his body.
Only a little problem. His uncle's plane, in which he was a passenger, didn't crash in New Guinea.
More or
and
less.
he wasn't shot down. According to official military records, state the aircraft plunged into the Pacific. Pentagon records state, for unknown reasons, this plane was forced to ditch in the ocean
Joe.
off the north coast of New Guinea.
No.
Both engines failed at low altitude and the aircraft's nose hit the water hard. The three men failed to emerge from the sinking wreck and were lost in the crash. One crew member survived and was rescued by a passing barge. But
not another lie from Biden. Oh, no, Joe. Nobody told him not to tell that story. So he told the story when he got off the plane, right? Somebody should have pulled him over to the side, grabbed him by the collar. Get over here. Get over. What did we tell you about making stuff up, Joe? What did we tell you about that? Now, we're trying to keep the people from realizing you crazy, okay? We're trying. You're making it hard for us, Joe. You're making it real hard. Do we have to put our hands on? You want the chocolate chip, don't you? You want, yes, I do. All right, we'll give you one sniff and a couple pieces of chocolate chip if you just stop telling lies. Okay, I'm on it. So what does Joe do?
But not according to the president, who, for reasons no one can explain, has begun spinning this bizarre variation to the story where the plane is shut down, his uncle is consumed by man-eating primitives, and he's so taken by this fantasy tale that he's repeated it twice? In 24 hours.
Oh, no chocolate chip for Joe. No sniff. So he's back out there trying to inspire these people. And what does he do? Ran it back. The brain is like, oh, no, they told me not to tell something. I better go ahead and tell the story about my uncle that was shot down in a plane. That's a safe one to tell. So here we go.
Uncle, they called him Ambrose, they called him Bosie. My Uncle Bosie was a hell of an athlete.
Now, first of all, his storytelling style is horrible. I mean, come on, Joe. A bunch of shite. Exactly. If I'm listening to that story, I'm nodding. Right about now, I'm coming up out of one of these. Oh, what? Something about so it sounds like he's telling a bedtime story and trying to put us all to sleep. Uncle Posey shot down an airplane. So maybe we can turn the volume up and hear him.
Tell me when he was a kid. And he became an Army Air Corps before the Air Force came along. He flew those single-engine planes as reconnaissance over war zones. He got shot down in New Guinea. And they never found the body because there used to be a lot of cannibals for real in that part of New Guinea.
Now I'm waiting for the New Guinea people to come out and be like, we're offended by this story the creepy's telling about us. We don't eat people. Where are they? Isn't that right there stereotyping all the New Guineans? I don't understand how he's able to get away with this. Joe Biden just swarping down New Guineans eat people. See, if that was Trump, that's what they would have said. Trump says you Guineans eat people. That would have been the whole story. Yeah, Trump says. So now he makes up a story. Nobody on the left comes out and number one, checks him and says it's a lie. That's the first thing. Because you know they would have did all of that. Soon as it would have, they'd have been doing it real time while Trump was telling the story. All right, somebody find out what New Guinea is. Where is it? Okay, all right, you got that. Now, let's go ahead and cross-reference that. Put it in a database of Trump lies. I want to see what they would have got to the bottom of that before he ended his statement. We like to go ahead and make sure the people know that Trump just lied about New Guinea and them eating people. And his uncle, he never even had an uncle that flew a plane. And so this man, full blown, made up a story. Not even close. And nobody says nothing.
Bizarre, but it wasn't the only bizarre story Biden has told in the past couple of days.
What?
Yesterday, he was in his hometown of Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Oh.
And let's listen.
He went back to his roots, y'all. Wait, I thought his roots was the black church. No, he ain't go back to the black church where he was raised. Or what about to the Puerto Rican neighborhood? He was raised there too. The Jewish one? Which one of the neighborhoods is he going back to? That's what I want to know.
Listen to this little tale and see if you can follow what in God's name the president is trying to convey here.
Okay, so
I showed up at the off-year convention, and I was in the motel after the local motel, getting changed after the afternoon session, go back to the evening session. I'd come down with some young activists, a little older than me, but still young activists, who were involved in trying to reform the party.
I'm good.
And I was in one of those 8x10 bathrooms, you know, they have shower, toilet, and a sink. And I got a towel on me and shaving cream, and I heard bam, bam, bam at my door.
Okay, wait a minute.
Loudly.
Okay, man, what was Joe talking about? All right, there's something about Bam Bam. The Fred Flintstone was in a hotel, and I think Fred was banging on the door, and Bam Bam was naked. And was it Fred? Fred was, what's Fred for Barney? There's Barney, and then there was the Dino. Dino ran out with a bath towel, and then the Mexican lady that was cleaning saw Dino run. She said, "There's no dogs allowed in the hotels." And then the Bam Bam ran after the Dino, and something like that happened. And then the rest I slept through. That's what it sounds like. This dude, nobody is able to walk away and break this story down.
And when what the hell is that? I thought it was this guy, Bob Cunningham, on a radio show, and a couple other guys. So I said,
okay, wait, and then there was Bob Hope. Somehow Bob Hope came in to chase Dino. Okay, so let's continue.
Okay, guy.
When you drive around...
Wait a minute, hold on, I'm sorry. I don't want to mess up the story. I want to get it accurate.
Hold on. He was in his hometown of Scranton.
Let me try it again. I got to stay awake.
And let's listen to this little tale and see if you can follow what in God's name the president is trying to convey.
Come on, kick in.
I showed up at the off-year convention.
Okay.
And I was in the motel after the local motel, getting changed after the afternoon session. Go back.
So Joe was butt naked. He was somewhere butt naked in a cheap hotel. I got that part. Okay, so here we go.
The evening session, I'd come down with some young activists.
He came down with a young actor, okay, a young actress, and as he was butt naked, so he had a towel on with a young actress. See, that's what the fake news would hear. If it was Trump telling this story, let's continue.
A little older than me, but still young.
And the actress was older than Joe, so she was like 107. Okay, so we had Joe naked in a cheap hotel, coming down with an old actress. Okay, I got that part. Let's continue. Here we go.
Young activists who were involved in trying to reform the party.
So the actress was involved in trying to reform her panties. No, wait. Okay, I'm all mixed up, but hey, I'm trying to piece it together. Here we go.
And I was in one of those 8x10 bathrooms, you know that.
So he was stuck in a bathroom after doing something crazy and bizarre. So the actress and Joe was in the bathroom stuck together. I think, and they had to come in with hot water and throw it on them to separate them. Okay, so we got that. Him and the old actress was in the bathroom and it was too small, so they had to throw hot water to separate them. Okay, here we go.
They have shower, toilet, and a sink, and
he slipped in the shower, hit his head on the toilet, and fell into the sink. Okay, let's continue.
I got a towel on me and shaving cream, and I hear.
And then he slipped right there, and they start popping him with a towel to wake him up. Okay, and doused him with shaving cream. Okay, so here we go.
Bam, bam, bam.
Then Bam Bam showed up and started banging on the door, saying, "What's going on in there?" Okay, all right, so let's continue.
Door really loudly, and wonder what the hell is that? I thought it was this guy Bob.
And then he went to hell. So Joe went to hell after Bam Bam bust down the door, and then he thought it was Bob Hope in hell. So he met Bob Hope in hell.
He had on a radio show, and a couple of the guys.
So Bob Hope was doing a radio show in hell. I got that part. Everybody okay? You still clear? Everybody okay? So Bob Hope's now doing a radio show in hell?
Says, okay, guy.
When you drive around the...
Okay, I think I got it all right. What do y'all think? Was I close? Was I close? It's unbelievable. By the way, I made all of that up off the top of my head.